Dr. Pamela Sweat. I'm Dean of the Faculty of Humanities here at the university. And on behalf of my colleagues in the Humanities Student Experience Office, all of our faculty out in the foyer, and our students, I want to welcome you and thank you for joining us today and having us on your list of universities that you're considering for admission for next year. My colleagues have a ton of great information they're going to share with you, so I'm not going to take up a lot of time. But I did want, first of all, just to welcome you and also to maybe just give you a little sense of what it's like here in Humanities at McMaster, because I know a lot of you are still, it's really early on in your thinking, you're still trying to get a sense of, really what you're looking for. So a couple of things. First of all, in Humanities, what do we study? We study human culture in all of its diverse and complex ways, past, present, and future. And in order to try to get an understanding of such a complex concept as culture, we attack it in many different ways, right? We have many different methods, many different venues in which we explore human culture. We work on stages like this and discover and create. We learn and research and create in art studios. We are present, learning and working in laboratories. We work in archives and libraries. And we also work off campus on our archaeological digs. We have a couple of them. We also have many projects where we work with off-campus community partners. And so in all of these different venues, with all these different methods, what we're trying to do, as I said, is understand human culture. Because through that understanding, we believe and feel strongly that we have our best opportunities to contribute to shaping a world in which we are happy to live, feel included in, feel welcome in, and also one that is equitable, prosperous, fulfilling for everyone, going not just today, but going forward for future generations. The other thing that I just thought I would mention about humanities here at McMaster is we're a really tight-knit community. Our students get to know themselves, each other, quite well and quite quickly in their classes, and they also get to know their professors, and professors get to know you. And it's through those relationships that our students really can make the most of their undergraduate experiences. To me, it's kind of the best of both worlds. You've got this tight-knit community here in the faculty, and you're also well integrated, embedded into this larger, diverse university community. So I'm now going to turn it over to Sarah and Leanna, and they're going to give you a lot more information about all the things that you can do and all of the paths you can take once you graduate. Yeah? Thank you. Enjoy your day.
Thank you, Dr. Sweat. And good afternoon and welcome, everyone. We're very happy to have you join us this afternoon. So my name is Leanna Arif, and I am the recruitment officer for the Faculty of Humanities. I'm also a proud alumni of McMaster in the Humanities. I have an honors Bachelor of Arts in Classics, and I also hold a Master of Arts specializing in Egyptology from the University of Toronto. Now, if you asked me in undergrad if I knew anything about my current role, the answer would be no. I had no idea. But in the humanities, that's sort of the key, right? There isn't always an explicit link between the subject you study and your career path or where you're going to end up in life. But I can say, from my personal journey, confidently say that I ended up exactly where I wanted to be. So my role gives me the opportunity to still, use all those great skills that I've learned within my undergrad and graduate education, as well as continuing that passion for education, for teaching, for presenting as well. And of course, it allows me to still be a part of the community that I love and that I call home. So today it is my pleasure, along with my colleague Sarah, to give you some information about our faculty and hopefully address the pending question that you all have, which is, of course, where am I going to university? And then, what am I going to study? And maybe the most important question is, why would I study that subject? So So before we begin, we would like to pause and carefully acknowledge the land where McMaster University is situated. We take this time to recognize we are all members of the McMaster community. The McMaster University is situated on the traditional territories of the Mississauga and Haudenosaunee nations, within the lands protected by the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Agreement. The wampum uses the symbolism of a dish to represent the territory, and the one spoon is representative of the people that are to share the resources of the land and only take what they need. Acknowledging the land where we study, live, and work is one action and one step towards reconciliation. So our presentation today will be broken down into 3 sections. The first will emphasize why you should study humanities, and of course, why with us, and then the unique aspects of our faculty here at McMaster which set us apart. Second, we will highlight our experiential education opportunities and exchange program. And then third, and lastly, we will highlight our career supports and planning, and then give you some examples of career possibilities and how humanities education can serve you in the real world. Okay, so why study humanities and why study it here? Well, I could give you a very simple answer, and that is that humanities grads are actually needed now more than ever. So the essential skills that form the backbone of the humanities education are the same qualities that make for a better global citizen in our 21st century socioeconomic climate. Here, we're paving the way for you to be a well-rounded global citizen, ready to take on tomorrow. The world we live in, as we've all experienced, is rapidly changing and constantly evolving. But it's key to remember that not everything can be digitized. So data without context, that would be key, is clearly meaningless. And human connection that we all crave cannot necessarily be automated. So we need that humanistic aspect. We need it in ethics, critical analysis, relationships, and of course, social change. The people who are best prepared to change our world, to help others, and to weather those storms, they're humanists. They're free critical thinkers who are inquisitive, they're reasoned, but they're also creative. Those special people who know a little bit about everything, they think deeply, react appropriately, and justly. So no matter what discipline one of our humanities students chooses to pursue, they will come away with a better understanding of themselves, others, and most importantly, the world around them. So this is at the core of what our programs are designed to foster within our students from level 1 through 4. So I know you've heard the stories. I remember them when I was in high school not too long ago. You know, you hear you're just a number, you'll have a rough go, it's so hard, but that isn't necessarily true. You have so much support here at Mac, especially with us here in the humanities. If you've got questions or you need advice, we can help. Our Humanities Student Experience Office is here to support your academic, personal, and career goals. So whether like today, you're deciding whether you'd like to come to Mac, or you're already with us and you're choosing your courses and maybe trying to figure out how you can balance school and other priorities, or you're closer near the end of your journey with us and you're deciding about your career. Choosing the right university is a big decision, and we want to make sure you have all of the correct information in order to make that decision. So here we promote, foster, and inspire prospective students interested in studying the humanities here at Mac. We offer support for navigating the university application cycle. We provide information sessions such as these, and we also offer one-on-one chats that can help a prospective student through their journey. Upon entering our faculty, something unique to us is students are paired with an academic advisor who will support them through all levels. Our advisors evaluate your needs and teach you how to navigate the post-secondary education system. We also have our Careers and Experience team who are champions of student development. Our goal is to design and facilitate opportunities for humanities students that support their career development and experiential learning. We offer a variety of services, events, and programs to help students with professional development and expanding those employment-related skills. So, who are our students, you might be asking yourself? Well, just like you, they are curious, they're creative, they have really big dreams, and they want to learn everything about the world around them. Our students have a keen interest in developing those essential skills that I mentioned earlier. So some examples would be emotional or social intelligence, which are the kinds of skills that follow you throughout your whole life, if you really think about it. So such skills are not narrowly applied to a single occupation or maybe even one event, but we like to say they create a toolbox that will serve you well in any situation. And this filters into our academic programming. So here in the humanities, we have 5 degree types, and our admission average for all 3 of our programs is 78% or higher. So we have 2 direct entry programs. Our first is our new Integrated Arts, or IArts, direct entry program, which would lead you to a Bachelor of Fine Arts or a BFA. This is a small, highly selective program that emphasizes interdisciplinary creative practices. Students will have the opportunity to engage with a range of hands-on media and techniques in art and performance, while also learning about the histories and critical context of that art and performance. IArts requires what we call an electronic creative submission, which is basically a compilation of 20 creative works or practices that you, as the applicant, have done either in school, at home, or even possibly within your community. And applications for these are submitted by February 1st. Our other direct entry program is our music program, which leads to a Bachelor of Music. Music requires an audition for admission, and these usually take place between February and March. All of our other students will enter into what we call Humanities 1, which is our broad exploratory first-year program. Our degree options are very flexible, and they can be tailored to your personal interests. So, for example, you can combine 2 programs within the Faculty of Humanities, or you can combine a program with Humanities and our sister faculty, Social Sciences. Some of our programs can be combined with mathematics or biology, and all of our programs have room to incorporate the studies of languages if that's something that you're interested in. So, fun fact, McMaster is actually one of the only schools in Ontario to offer this general first year. So what do I mean by that exactly? Well, when you're here with us, you'll have the opportunity to find out what you like studying, and sometimes, even more importantly, what you don't like studying. So when you're here with us, you can use your first year experience to make an informed decision about your major and how you're going to specialize going forward. So unlike other programs, you're not committed to a specific major or even necessarily a single faculty right out of high school. So students declare their major in April of their first year, and then assuming all of the program requirements have been met, our students then begin their selected major in September of their second year. So to help students decide on a major, our faculty hosts what we call a Majors Fair every March, which is very similar to today, except for it's honed down a bit to just our faculty. We have professors, current students, society members, and our student experience team that would be available to you to speak about our programs in your journey and answer any questions that you may have. So our general exploratory humanities first year program gives entry to any of these programs that you see here on the screen. Some of the subjects may be brand new to you, as you won't necessarily find them within Ontario's high school curriculum. But here we encourage you to explore and discover new things, as you hopefully would begin your education here with us at Mac, because if you think about it, what is university all about but that? So in the humanities, every first year student will take our foundational course, which is called Voice and Vision. So this course focuses on effective writing at the university level for a range of audiences. So this could include academic writing, of course, job applications, social media, and much more. This course actually takes place in our active learning classroom, which is a room, as you can see on the screen, that features state-of-the-art technology. Its setup encourages open discussion, and there's quite a few nifty computer screens there as well, TV screens, to help facilitate the discussion as well. You're more than welcome to visit one of these classrooms. It's actually around the corner as you enter the building. So this foundational course helps support the social transition that we were talking about from high school to university. So the class fosters a sense of community, and it gives a collaborative atmosphere which encourages discussion and debate. And it's a great way, if you think about it as a first-year student, to get to know your new network. So here's a list of all of our concurrent certificates and our specialized minor in commerce. So these will allow you to maximize the potential of your degree by focusing your elective credits into a single area. So our certificates are designed to have a practical application. So for example, our certificate in Essential French is designed for students with little or no prior knowledge of the French language to help them attain those language skills for the Canadian workplace, but also for abroad. Unique to our faculty is our specialized minor in commerce that I mentioned. So this is a collaboration between us and the DeGroote School of Business, which gives our students the ability to take all of the core courses that a business student would take. So our partnership with DeGroote ensures that there are seats for our students who are accepted into the minor. And then if all of your admission requirements are met by graduation, you could be eligible for an accelerated MBA, a Master of Business Administration, if that's something that you're interested in. Here at Mac, we do believe that where you learn is just as important as what you're learning. I hope you've had a chance at some point today to sort of check out our campus. We have a beautiful, self-contained, pedestrian-friendly campus that's set on roughly 300 acres of scenic property and certain protected natural areas. Our students love Mac's peaceful campus and the fact that one of our buildings, called University Hall, looks like a castle, or sometimes it's belovedly referred to as Hogwarts. As a humanities student, you'll have access to all of the state-of-the-art learning facilities that we have listed here. So from our studios and art labs, to the building we're in, L.R. Wilson, our libraries, archives, there's always an opportunity for you to get some hands-on learning. So our Fitzhenry Studios and Atrium actually opened in 2015. It provides an exhibition space for our art students, but also hosts a number of events each year that's open to our McMaster community as well as to the public. L.R. Wilson Hall, which we're currently all in at the moment, opened in 2016. This building boasts over 150,000 square feet of space that's dedicated to us here in the humanities as well as social sciences. So inside we have a 400-seat lecture theater. We have formal and informal learning spaces, including the one I mentioned earlier, which is our active learning classrooms. We have several research institutes, which are housed on the upper floors of the building, and in the basement we have soundproof music rooms. Our concert hall, which we are all in, seats up to about 350 people, and then beside us in our black box theater, it seats roughly up to 150 people. So as you can see, as a McMaster student, specifically in the humanities, of course, you can get that real experience and that chance to engage, learn, discover, and be creative within our facilities. We also offer applied humanities courses, which blend course credit for part-time work placement in your desired field. We have over 49 experiential education courses which are offered within our faculty. Some of them can include things like an art residency, speech-language pathology practicum. We also have a teaching ESL, English as a second language practicum. We have placements within the community. And we also have various independent research opportunities for our faculty, both at home here at McMaster and also abroad. Additionally, most of our departments also offer upper year experiential learning courses in their field. So for example, we have archaeological field schools in Italy for our classic students. We also offer courses in leadership and mentorship, with students applying their skills for mentoring new students who come to Canada whose first language is not English. So some specific examples of experiential learning courses which are integrated into our degree programs can include something like within our program of cognitive science of language, we have what I mentioned is a speech-language pathology practicum. So as a student, you may have the opportunity, if you're interested, to work within a speech-language pathology clinic. Or if you're interested in history, for example, our history program boasts a history practicum, where students work with our local museums and heritage sites to create public history research projects. Several of our experiential learning courses are also designed, of course, around the principles of community engagement, and they actively foster that collaboration between the university and the community partners on issues affecting both the local and global community. Students perform research, teaching, and service with our community partners for the public good. And on that note, if you didn't know, McMaster is also a globally recognized research institution. So we're the 4th ranked university in Canada, and we're also 80th ranked in the world, being one of the only Canadian universities to actually make it within the top 100. We also achieved the honor of being the 37th ranked university in the world for global impact by Times Higher Education. And a recent study shows that our contributions to the local economy are estimated at just under $4 billion, and our national contribution is just under $10 billion. In addition to our in-course awards, our faculty also offers our Humanities Entrance Award. So this is valued at $2,500 and up, and there are a variable amount of scholarships available every year. So any prospective applicant to one of our programs can check out the application and details on a portal called Award Spring in the early new year. So studying abroad is one of the most exciting experiential education opportunities that we actually offer here within the Humanities. We have an excellent program which allows you to go away for either a full year or a half year while earning academic credit towards your degree. And best of all, our students pay domestic tuition fees to McMaster specifically instead of paying international fees to their host school. Our students can attend a partner institution with whom McMaster has a formal exchange agreement, and we have over 20 countries to choose from. So if study abroad is something that interests you, you would go away specifically in your 3rd year, and the application phase begins in your 2nd year. So that gives you, of course, almost a full year to prepare. You would meet with one of our academic advisors to keep track of graduation and to also help you prep for your study abroad. Although studying abroad does not typically extend the length of your degree. So you go away in your 3rd year and you would come back to finish your degree here with us at McMaster. On the screen here is a list of just some of our destinations. There's quite a few. We like to say we have partnerships on every continent except for Antarctica. And now I will pass it over to my colleague, Sarah.
Hi everybody, my name is Sarah Whitwell, and I'm the Experiential Programming and Outreach Manager on our Careers and Experience team. Like Leanna, I am also a proud alumna of McMaster. I completed my BA here in History and Classics, and I liked it so much I stuck around and did a PhD, and now I work here. So McMaster is home for me, and I'm really happy to get to speak to prospective students and invite you to join us, because I really do feel McMaster is an amazing institution, and as Dr. Sweat said, it's a very tight-knit community. In the Faculty of Humanities, we're very committed to supporting you in exploring the different career paths and help you determine your next steps after your time at McMaster. So looking towards your future, we're there for you from every step of the way as soon as you join us. We offer career support to students at any level from 1st year through 4th year. And some of our current activities include things like our paid internships. We have full-time and part-time opportunities for students who get to work in a workplace setting as part of their undergraduate education. So these are paid opportunities, and you're also going to get some academic credit for doing it. It's a wonderful opportunity to build your skills, boost that resume, start looking ahead to the future. And we are also one of the only faculties that we are the only faculty that has those paid opportunities that allow you to earn academic credit. We have a second-year course as well that allows you to focus on career development, to do things like learn how to write that cover letter, learn how to build that resume, and really sell yourself and all of the great skills that you're building here. This is all humanities specific, so we have a lot of opportunities that are open only to you as a humanities student, so there's going to be less competition. And again, we're here to help you with one-on-one appointments around job searching, resume building, cover letter writing, interviewing, and networking. But let's consider a little bit how these activities can help you determine who you want to be. So you come to McMaster, and we often at these recruitment we get asked that same old question, what can I do with my humanities degree? What does this actually mean for me, and what does it mean once I finish my time here? According to a recent Canadian labour market report published by the government last fall, there are currently more than 30,000 job titles in Canada. And the reality is that these job titles and the general makeup of our workforce are continually growing and changing. We've seen substantial changes over the past few years in how the world of work functions, and the nature of work is constantly evolving. So that means that by the time you graduate, there might be jobs that are available that don't even exist right now. It's constantly adapting. But we are here to support you in that journey and figure out how you can sort of target these opportunities. So consider if you're interested in addressing social or community problems. Do you want to support the environment and help clean our oceans, or improve and increase inclusive spaces in the community? Do you want to encourage political awareness and increase voting? Consider if there are groups of people that you want to work with or impact through your work, whether that's youth, newcomers, educators, or elders. These are issues that you can examine through your research, and these can motivate you to participate in advocacy. There's a lot of questions and options for you to consider, and it may seem really daunting. You don't have to decide where you want to go for university and think about where you want to end up after that. And we don't expect you to have all of those answers now. But humanistic studies, the Faculty of Humanities, can help you figure it out. You'll quickly learn in your courses what inspires you. You get to do that exploratory first year, figure out what speaks to you as a student. And career development is a process of discovery, and again, we're here to support you right from the beginning. At the same time, we also understand that as much as it's about exploring who you want to be, you want to think about some of those concrete paths of where you might end up. Data from a recent alumni surveys that shows that many of our graduates have gone on to very fulfilling and interesting careers in the field of law, medicine, business, and consulting fields. We're also very well represented in areas of government and nonprofit work. So up here we have one of our past humanities graduates from English and History who is now practicing as a lawyer. I've spoken to many fabulous people today who are interested in a career in law, and humanities is certainly one pathway to go. So if you want to read more about Mark's journey, if you want to read more about other alumni who have had their experiences at McMaster and where they've ended up, you can visit our careers website, and we try and compile these experiences so you can sort of follow in the footsteps of some of our very successful alumni. And this is by no means an exhaustive list, but this is just some of the career possibilities that we envision might be available to you. It's an example of all of the types of careers that you can pursue if you have an education in the humanities. As you can see, it's a very diverse range of positions, and they relate to a number of different sectors. And this is because, again, the skills that you gain in humanities are transferable to many different types of careers. Skills like the ability to think critically and solve problems, to communicate effectively and work with others, or the ability to manage your time under pressure. These, what we call soft skills or transferable skills, are things that employers are actively seeking out and that let you move through the world in a variety of different options. And these are skills that are highly sought after because it's very difficult for an employer to train somebody in these. You can train somebody to use a specific piece of software, but it's much more difficult to teach them how to think critically. But that's a skill that you're going to develop during your time here at McMaster. This is why we believe that studying in the humanities can set you up for career success. The skills that you develop will take you in many different paths. even the ones that don't exist yet. So keep an eye to the future and think about where a humanities degree can take you, especially should you come to McMaster. I'm going to pass this back to Leanna to wrap us up.
Thank you, Sarah. And thank you all for listening. On the behalf of us here at the Faculty of Humanities, we hope you've enjoyed this presentation and found it helpful and also enlightening. Don't forget to visit us at our recruitment website, which is on the screen, called Start Here. You can learn more about our programs, meet some of our instructors, and you can also walk a day in the life of one of our students. You can also learn more about our great career supports, read up about our alumni, and take a virtual tour of our humanities spaces with some of our Humanities Society reps. You can also email me at any time if you'd like to chat or if you have any questions. My contact information is on the screen. Just a reminder that the showcase for the entire university is happening today until 3 p.m. But before we officially wrap up, we'd like you to know that we're happy to answer any questions you may have if you'd like to go outside and talk to our program reps, or Sarah, myself, and Dr. Sweat are here also at the front to answer any questions. Thank you very much and enjoy the rest of your day.